Welcome to the Business Beware Show, where we give your business a voice.
We had a Dear Robert question come in from Mary, and this is what it said. What type of customer do you look for, and how do you tell a potential new customer that they are not wanted? It's pretty deep.
Well, the type of customer I look for is one that's going to pay you. Pay me.
That's a good way to look at it, actually.
A very nice person and pay me. You know, don't complain, just, you know, pay me. Yeah,
Well, really
why even do any service? Just give me some money.
Okay, and the real answer?
The real answer is, if you've got the opportunity to look for customers, and you know, they're always, hopefully there's always new customers coming through your doors or calling you on the phone or whatever it may be, you know, it's first instinct. Absolutely. And can you tell a new customer that you don't want them? Absolutely. It's just like hiring a, you know, an employee. If you look at them and you're sitting across the table from them, you're going,
we're not seeing eye to eye.
Yeah, no, it's not a good thing right here. You know what I mean? So you don't hire that employee. The same thing. I mean, we had one today where Gerald went out and did an estimate for a job. And the first thing I asked him, he told me about it and everything. It was a really hard one to estimate. And I said, well, why don't we go time and materials on it? And the first thing I asked him was, what type of person is he? And he said, he's actually a really nice guy. Now, they're all nice when you start the job.
Right.
So you have to be careful with that. But that was the first question I asked.
Usually if they're demanding up front, that gives you a sign that they're going to be demanding the whole time. So you might as well pick up on it in the beginning.
I can't tell you how many times I've gotten out of my truck, talked to someone, and there's been even times I haven't finished a conversation with them. I got back in my truck and I left.
Yeah, it happened. But you have to go with that gut. I mean,
Absolutely.
That's almost the best way to say it, is go with your gut.
Absolutely.
In a way, you know,
Yep.
If your gut.
So there you go, Mary.
Right.
Your gut.
Yeah, exactly. And
have fun with it.
Exactly. Speaking of some awesome advice and different things, Mike McAllowitz, he's actually one of our experts here on Business Beware. And this is his book, Toilet Paper Entrepreneur.
Mikey.
So the best thing to do about learning about books, you know, there's a ton of books when you walk in the bookshelves and all the different libraries and everything. You're going, what book would actually work for me? Or like, you know, what would actually help me in my business or jumpstart me or different things. And the best thing is word of mouth.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But isn't social media and internet a type of word of mouth?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just an extended type of word of mouth.
Yeah. So the best thing is just listen to people that have been there, done that, but then also, if whatever their book recommendation, maybe you relate to them, that business owner, and you go, that's me. I need to read that book. So we actually found some real business owners out there that shared their book recommendation. And of course, ours is Mike McAllowitz, Toilet Paper Entrepreneur, because he's great. It's in your face, it's raw, and
it's what we need nowadays.
It's the kick that you need.
You know, it's where the rubber meets the road. Tell me like it is. No BS, I'm sorry, but this is what we need to do, and that's what small business need to do nowadays.
Yep.
Watch these and you'll enjoy them.
I'm JP Jones with Calypsis Web Solutions, and actually the book that I'm recommending today is The Purple Cow by Seth Godin. And I think it's one of the fundamental business books for business owners. It's the first book that really started talking about standing out and being different in your, you know, in your career and in the industry that you're involved in. And one of the things that he brings out that, you know, for me was completely enlightening was the fact that your customer service is so fundamental in establishing your brand. So many times when we talk about branding, we talk about logos, we talk about color schemes, we talk about those kind of things. But so often we forget the basics, like your customer service has to be good or your brand's not going to go anywhere. And that's one of the things that Seth really excels in talking about is your business as the whole picture and all the different parts of that. He also talks a lot in the book about how marketing has changed so much over the years and how we used to be able to actually create a marketing plan and you could plug any product into it. Whereas now there are so many products and so much competition that you actually have to be able to differentiate, be able to create your own niche to grab the consumer's attention and to be able to connect those dots and make them want to come buy your product versus somebody else's product that's almost exactly the same. And so that's a lot of the things that he covers in the book, and that's the whole idea of being the purple cow out in the field of black and whites, you know, and to be able to actually stand out in your company and to stand out in your business.
I'm Brian Pate with Elliptigo. We make a low-impact running system. And back, 5 or 6 years ago, when we first started this process, a friend of mine recommended to me a book called Art of the Start by Guy Kawasaki. And the reason I think it was a really helpful tool is, number one, it's short. Number two, it's very concise in terms of how he presents his points. And number three, there's some inspiring stuff in it. And the real takeaway I took from the book, besides like how to write PowerPoint decks and how to pitch investors and all the other sort of mechanics, was his perspective of the need to make meaning, is how he describes it. So really, it's not about inventing a widget, it's about improving the world. And I think that's been really important for us in terms of how we view why we're creating this product and really what this company is about, and why we all show up here every day. At the end of the day, we're probably not going to get rich, but it's really cool to know that we're having a positive impact on people's lives.
I am Christy Cook, the founder of Teach My, award-winning learning kits for babies, toddlers, and preschoolers. I'm a small business and an entrepreneur, and the book I'm going to recommend is called Launch by Michael Stelzner. The main topic covered in this book is content, and the word content is flying around the internet right now, and the word content is king, and I think that business owners really don't even know sometimes what content means and what it is, what that is all about. So what's great about Launch is it actually lays it out on a plate. There's a whole section that says what makes great content, and it's literally line by line tips on how to make great content. Things like make it educational, make it relevant, and highly visual. So that's why I like the book, because it's really clear cut about how to create great content. It's also good for people who are more advanced because it reminds you of why you should be doing Twitter, why you should be doing YouTube, and the correct things to do.
You had me fooled.
Dear Robert question, and here's her question. What type of customer do you... I said question like 5 times. I don't even know what...
What?